Hi, it's Jarazan Jovan with Black Enterprise, and today I'm speaking with the award-winning journalist, the best-selling author, and judge on Project Runway, Elaine Welteroth, about her partnership with the popular kitchen appliance company, Ninja, and their Recipe of Me campaign. How are you, Elaine?
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing well. I don't know if you remember, I met you at the Time Women of the Year gala this year, and you
Oh,
were
amazing.
pregnant. It was just before you gave birth, like a few weeks before you gave birth. Actually, you were
Yes.
active.
Yeah, that was my last event. That was my last time in heels, last time in glam.
You
And this is
did.
my first time in glam since then. So we're bookending
I
the
love
pregnancy.
it. Yes, yes. So how are you? How's the baby, your husband, everybody? How you guys adjusting?
Thank you for asking. I'm so good. I really didn't know what to expect postpartum, but I'm living in baby heaven. And I didn't know what kind of mom I was going to be, but I'm like so into this mom thing, like way more than I kind of could have ever imagined. And we're just nesting. We moved back into our house, which has been under renovation for forever. So I'm just excited to get back into the kitchen, to
Yes.
be in my space with my baby. I'm in a good space. So
That
yes, thank you for
that's
asking.
amazing. So tell us about your partnership with Ninja and why it's of importance to you.
Yeah, well, you know what? Like I said, I'm kind of in this new phase of life. I have a new baby. I have, a new kitchen that we just renovated that I'm excited to get into. And I'm kind of redefining my relationship with food. I have always been this like crazy busy workaholic, and I'm the kind of crazy person that forgets to eat. But in this stage of my life, I'm having to slow down and remember the importance of nourishing myself in order to take care of not just myself but my family now. And so food has kind of taken front and center in my life. Like I'm learning how to cook, how to nourish myself, how to take care of my family, and I'm really loving that this opportunity to partner with Ninja has inspired me to kind of take my cooking to the next level. They this Recipe of Me campaign has kind of taken on new meaning and like personal meaning for me. It's allowed me to connect with my mom, who's staying with us through my fourth trimester, thank the Lord, to help me through my first 40 days. She's teaching me how to use the possible pot and pan properly, and how to kind of make all of our family traditions, our traditional recipes in it. And because of this sort of like Ninja Possible Pan contest, this Recipe of Me contest, it inspired me to sit down with my mom and come up with a recipe of me that sort of blends my blended heritage, to make something that represents us. And so we came up with this recipe, and it is our smothered cabbage soup with smoked sausage and a side of cornbread fritters. And we make the whole thing in the Possible Pan and the Possible Pot. And it was easier than I thought it was going to be. And we served it to our whole family. And we had the dinner party that we're asking like people out there to do and to shoot, and put on social media and hashtag Recipe of Me, and make sure you tag Ninja, because you can win $100 grocery credit, and the Ninja Possible Pan, which is like next level. You can literally make everything in it. It has like it takes the place of 12 different cooking utensils, which for me is really important. Like it has to be easy, it has to be multi-purpose, it has to be versatile, and it has to be cute, for it to be in my kitchen. And I will tell you, this pot and pan like checks all of those boxes.
Yes, that sounds so beautiful, being able to spend time with your mom and come up with a
Yeah.
recipe. Because, the conversations that come out of the kitchen are always iconic in their own way, whether it's old family drama, new family drama, your mama hitting you with a secret she never told nobody.
Yeah.
Tell us about some of your memories that you've created with your loved ones over food.
Yeah. I love that question. I mean, my mom is the queen of soul food. She was raised in the South. She's an incredible cook and baker. And, you know, growing up, I never really had the like cooking gene. I felt like a disappointment of a daughter for a cook who holds himself in such high regard. But I feel like now I'm tapping in to the dormant kind of DNA, the cooking DNA, the cook DNA inside of me. And it's like, I'm waking up, you know, to the joy of cooking. And my mom used to have this cookbook called The Joy of Cooking in our kitchen. And I would watch her truly embody the joy of cooking. Like, she loves to cook for her family. And I was always just like too busy to be bothered. And now I'm like, Mom, will you teach me how to make that? Will you teach me how to make that, you know, cornbread? And will you teach me how to make greens? And like all the food that I grew up with that I kind of took for granted. I'm now like, I'm savoring the opportunity to sit at my mom's side and to borrow those recipes from her. And I'm actually, in my postpartum period, I've made a recipe with me so that I can build my own little kind of personal arsenal of family recipes that mean something. And in the process, the storytelling is insane. Like the opportunity to like hear where these recipes came from, you know, who inspired them to use these ingredients, and like their memories associated with the different recipes is really, really special. So yeah, so I'm becoming the cook of my mother's dreams, finally.
Right. And like you said, it's in your DNA. Trust me, we're one and the same. Because I was that one. I did not know how to cook. I would go in the kitchen, try to help sometimes. And my mother would be like, just get out. Get out. I don't know what you're doing. And now, as you know, I'm not a mom yet, but I'm like adulting. And yes. I'm calling my mom and I'm like, Mommy, can you help me with this? Can you, on Thanksgiving? And she, through the phone, just helped me figure out how to save my gravy. And those things are just so important. And now that you're a mom, what are some family traditions that you are carrying on?
Well, first, I just have to say, I feel you. That during the pandemic, that was me. I was on FaceTime with my mom, like basically like, Mom, how do I boil water? Like I had to figure out how to survive without takeout, you know, during the early part of the pandemic in 2020. And I think that's when I started to get kind of more comfortable in the kitchen. I was making banana bread. Like I was feeling myself. I was like, yes, I know how to do a couple things in the kitchen. And I think then the world opened up a little bit more and I kind of got away from it. So this is an opportunity, you know, through the Recipe of Me campaign and my partnership with Ninja and just being in my postpartum stage and having my mother here, who is this incredible cook, kind of this opportunity for me to, just indulge in the joy of cooking again. And, you know, in terms of becoming a new mom and like the things I want to, you know, carry on and make a legacy of in my family, my little new family is, you know, I want my child to be able to say, Mommy, I love when you make that. Can you make that for me? Like I get chills just thinking about that. Like I never understood what it felt like for my mom, for me to ask her to make my favorite dish, you know, but now that I have my own little baby, the idea that I can make something special with love that he's going to ask me for one day, like, girl, I could cry right now. I'm filled with hormones, new mom.
Right.
But like that makes me feel, you know, it inspires me to like buckle down and figure out how to cook and like how to get really good at it. He's my motivation now.
That's beautiful. This is such a great campaign, great for families. And as we're going into this summer season, beautiful way, because we're all going to be cooking and spending time together as families.
Yes.
So, thank you, Elaine. Just keep being great. I'm so looking forward to you about to slay the scene with your mom with the baby carriage. I already know you're going to serve looks. So I'm here for it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.